toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs and these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The pressure, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scrambling away. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They run the reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Using his legs, it's Charles. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lane.
Turning it on! He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Heaves it on the run. He's got the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Charles. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's 4. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, they're after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back. Breaks into the open. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On target over the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise,
there he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
this quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Try to get it to the edge. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the Hallelujah Land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He wants to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Utes are on the move.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
51, Utah, 12.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Pulled and fired complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, folks.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And it's incomplete on third down. The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest... Just what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats? They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
But I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field with the run on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll try the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Longhorns! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, he'll throw it.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.